Here's what I love about having bags. You see that bag right there? Just stop at Target to get some coffee, and now I could just easily open my bags and put my coffee in there. This is not like crazy technology or anything like that, but I just hate having a backpack. I really do. Done it, been there, done that, got a t-shirt for it, all that good stuff, and I don't like it. If you're new to the channel, this is my Roll King 2005. Has an 88 cubic inch engine, and I don't know much about engines. I don't know much about none of the stuff, so take it for what it is. There's going to be people, hopefully people smarter than me in the comments, that will be able to share some good comments. Now, I know from reading the forums and things like that, I know the 88 has some issues, and I think that about 15,000 to 20 or maybe 30,000 miles. Apparently, with some major issues to the point that actually it killed the engine. That's what I was reading in the forum. It was kind of scary because I guess I didn't know that. But once again, it's one of those things that apparently there is a fix to it, and it costs about $600. And if you do the fix, boom, done deal, and that's it. I only got about 8,000, I guess 8,603 miles right now, so I'm not worried about it right now. But I'm going to be worried about it in, I guess, soon. So, but the topic of the video here today, by the way, if you're new to the channel, thank you for watching. I appreciate you guys' support, and I appreciate everybody that watched this channel and they came from the main channel to this one and continue to support me. When I bought this bike, I was just thinking, hey, you know what? I like the bike. It was more for the aesthetics. It was never for the performance aspect. So I got it, me personally, because I like the Roll King. I like it a lot, and I think it's a fantastic bike. Looks good. I like the whole tradition behind the Roll King. I mean, it's just a sweet bike, right? But here's the thing. When I got it, it was more because of the look that I want to do with the Roll King. Like I said, really not because the power or anything like that. But here's the thing. I wasn't really looking to do anything crazy. I wasn't looking to do anything, any fast riding or anything like that. And to me, some of those new Roll Kings and some of those new cruisers that are coming out in the market right now are really concentrating on performance. Now, that's not a bad thing at all. I think that's a fantastic thing. But nevertheless, to say an engine like an 88 that translates, I want to say, to 1442 or 1400 cc, something like that, it's not going to take you around. It's just stupid, in my opinion. It's going to do a lot of the work that any other bike is going to do out there. It just simply is not going to, pull you 0 to 60 in about 2.5 seconds, right? I don't know if that's true or not. I'm just throwing those numbers out there. I may be exaggerating. But the point is that, it's just not going to do some of those crazy things. And here's the thing: if you ride with people that want to ride really fast, if you ride with people that don't want to wait for you, don't ride with those guys. It's that simple. So I was talking to a friend of mine, and he was telling me just a couple of weeks ago how the new Roll Kings that they have, or some dealer was selling Roll Kings with an 131 cubic inch engine, and to me, that was just crazy. I mean, that is literally a ton of power, almost twice in this bike. Now, am I being a hater? Is it not nice to have something like that? Of course it is. It's amazing, It's just amazing, and it's probably a lot of power. It's probably going to be fantastic. It's going to be really torquey. It's going to be able to push somebody in the back with no issues and all that stuff. It's going to be just great. But to say that this thing won't take you around, to me, it's just not true. I've been riding this bike already for over 1,000 miles, and it's taking me around. I take it to work, I take it out all the time, and I'm having a great time. And yes, it's an 88. Yes, I guess I don't have bragging rights, but nevertheless, I'm enjoying it. I'm having a great time. It's just fantastic, in my opinion. Now, here's the thing. Personally, the only limitations that I see is that I took my son in a ride. Just I want to say it was a little while ago, a couple months ago, and it was great. We had a great time, but I guess, I mean, it didn't. It wasn't like it didn't perform well. It performed okay, But I did wish that it had a little bit, just a little bit more power, just a little bit. I mean, there was a couple times that I wanted to have just a little bit more power. Maybe the 96 cubic inch, which is the one above this one, maybe that's just like perfect. But again, once again, I just wish that it had a little bit more power with that. Now, the other thing that I would say, to be honest, what we got here, this is great. We have a turn, big curve, and then we have a truck. Just right there on the blind spot. So anyways, as I was saying, you know, I just wish that it had a little bit more power when I have my son back there. The other thing, I think personally, it has to do not really so much with the engine. It has to do more with the gear ratio. This bike right here has 5 speeds, right? So sometimes, and I don't do this a lot because I don't really go into like crazy speed, but sometimes when I hit about 75 or something like that, I just feel that if it would have had a 6th gear, it would have cruised just a little bit better, you know, just a little bit better. Again, not a huge deal, not something crazy, not a huge deal at all. But I feel that a 6th gear, it would have lowered those RPM and the bike would have run just a little bit better. And again, you know, that's probably because the last bike that I had has 6 gears and I'm used to that. What do I think about the 88 so far? 1,000 miles in. I think it's okay. Again, you know, there was some issues with that. You may want to do your research. There was some issues with some of the 88s having a major flaw. So definitely something that we have to look up into. So there's some issues about that. But when it comes down to the power, to me, for this bike specifically, you know, and the Road King is a pretty heavy bike, it's just fine, you know. I mean, I'm going fast enough right here. You know, I could pick up 60 miles, boom, 60 miles with no issues, right? So, again, if you're looking for a bike, me personally, I would, you know, if I got to go back in time, I may have gone for a 2009 and above, just because the 2009 platform in the Road King has so many changes. You know, had a different frame, I believe, had a thicker or wider back tire. Obviously had a 96 cubic inch engine, so it had a lot of more things. So obviously you want to get more, the most you can for your money, right? So if you can, yeah, go for a 2009 above. If you could get a 103, get a 103. Get whatever you can for your money, the most you can for your money. But if you come across a good deal with an 88 inch cubic inch Road King, to me, I don't think it's a deal killer. It is not. I think you will have fun. I think you're gonna enjoy it, and I think it's just gonna be fantastic, and you're gonna have a great time. But that's just my opinion. What do you guys think? Put comments down below. And as always, God is in control.